This is the MSCI Global Small Cap Indexes, and basically what we have here is that they will take place as of the close of May 27th, 2021, and basically this explains the huge volume spike 2 days ago on Thursday. We saw about 3.5 million shares being added right at the close, and this explains that. Now, we still had yesterday 230K shares roughly added at the close yesterday on Friday, right? That would be the 28th. On the 27th, however, if we control F Bionano Genomics, you can see right here for America, the MSCI USA Index, the additions are on the left and then the deletions are going to be on the right. If we scroll down here, boom, there you go. You got Bionano Genomics. And this is actually somewhat of a big deal because, I mean, not necessarily, but there are a few different reasons why this could be very good for the stock price, or at least a little bit good. For these indexes, usually they want to add stocks that meet their requirements sometimes. And usually the requirements are they're not going to go down to a penny stock. They're a proven company. They have a good future, at least a stable or promising future. And oftentimes it's not even any of that. Oftentimes it's just they have to stay above a penny stock and we'll add them. But other times it's more bullish. So it's you know, take your pick on if you think it's bullish or not. But this explains the 3.5 million shares that were added on Thursday that I was freaking out about. This explains most of them, and yeah, this is good to see because they did meet whatever requirements they had, which could have been, you know, one of the requirements could have been, for example, number 4, a company that has to be likely to continue to grow and innovate and increase its share price for the next 5 years. Okay, that may be a little bit far from what their actual requirements are, but you get the gist, right? The requirements are it has to be a good company, a competent company. They're not going to add companies that they think is going to go to the dirt, right? That's just throwing money away. Bionano is now in another fund, another small cap fund. So it can only be bullish, essentially. If you would like to know why Bionano Genomics is 100% of my portfolio, literally, this is like my only real portfolio, real account. Really, my other accounts don't have any money of them, any of them, essentially. 100% of the portfolio is Bionano Genomics. The card on the top right now for the full due diligence. 2 hours and 18 minutes long. The quality is not as good. The audio of the video, not as good. It's still great information, though, and it took me like 5 hours. Actually, it took me like 4 or 5 days to make. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. And that will be in a card in the top right at some point, linked in the description as well. Also, if you'd like to see the revenue estimates and why an analyst is actually projecting an undershooting the real revenue estimates, he's projecting he's undershooting it by a lot without he doesn't even know about the Sapphire 2.0. He's not considering that in the consumable revenues that they're going to increase. The consumable revenue is going to increase substantially when the Sapphire 2.0 with a 14-fold increase in throughput comes out, which will be by the end of 2023. But this is not a video about that. Let's not rant about that. Basically, revenues are very nicely, they're going to do very nice, and this would represent if the revenue and the profit loss were to go along with this guy's projections by 2026, we will probably be at least, and this is my rudimentary math. I'm not that good at math. How much this is times by negative 21 million to 250 million positive. We're at least going to 15 to 20 to 30 to 50x, okay, at least. Probably we could go more than that if these projections are true, and we actually dissect if this guy's analysts if this analyst's projections are actually accurate, and if they're actually something that we can take with if we need to take it with a grain of salt, or if it's something that is actually these numbers looked accurate. How he actually estimated the assumptions that he makes, all of those sort of things. There's going to be a card on the top right at some point for that, and that's just check the channel if you want to see that. Anyways, this is not financial advice. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.